Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Hawashai, Ba'ashim, Rakwakadosh. And I want to give honor to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the Akim around the folk corners pushing this truth. And today I'm here in Brisbane, Australia, you know, preaching about what's about to come to this society we're living in, man. You know what I mean? So like you got all these you got China, Russia, and America in a crazy tension right now. So you know that's gonna bring the World War III, man. You know, so that's just around the corner, but nobody's really paying attention to it. You know what I mean? So like everybody right now is walking around, having fun, having a great time. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, they don't know what's coming up, man. You know, it's about to be summertime over here in Australia, so you know what that means. You know, a lot of people are gonna be on the beach right now. A lot of people on in the gym trying to get their body right for these summer. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm gonna just get a quick scripture right here. You know, I'm gonna get into book of Revelation real quick. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So right now, like, you know, when people start receiving this RfID chip, you know, you gone, man. You doomed. You know, once you receive that, you doomed. You gone. The Most High ain't gonna save you, man. You don't matter who you are, you know. Even if you're part of this the 12 tribe of Israel, you're gonna be doomed. You ain't supposed to take that. But what this one man wanna do is get everybody under the slave, you know. You know, became slaves again. All right, by what? Controlling them by using the RfID chip. But nobody's ready for that because everybody's not paying attention to it. And that's around the corner, man. They just been pushing it, you know. Because right now, like in Sydney, you can get like a chip in your hand where you can pay for your bills, get on a train, get on a bus by using the chip you have in your hand. You know, they're just showing you that what they are able to do. All right. But if you're not ready for that, or you don't know what it is, you're gonna be doomed. Because you got the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone back there in New York who's been preaching about this thing for so long, but nobody ever pay attention to it. All right. You got camps all over around the whole world who's doing the same thing, but nobody's listening to it. They all think we're crazy with some homeless dudes on the street. All right. But when that really kicks in, then we're gonna see who's the homeless. All right. Because the most High ain't gonna save none of these people, man. Now I'm gonna read on. Verse 18, it says, "Here is the wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Alright, so that's that 66. And then now that really is the philosophy of this rich man who runs this world. Alright. But see, you see over here in Australia, man, like you have a lot of people from different countries, and most of them they don't know where their ancestors came from. Okay, so you know you gonna have jacks around here, but that's what we call the Gentiles, the ones who don't know who they are, right? For myself, I didn't know who I was, you know, but when the truth hit me, I knew who I was, man. You know, I came from you know being a Gentile to know I was Israelite. So most of these people walking around here, they don't know who they are, man. All right, they all think they're from either China, Europe, Australians, you know, but they don't know who their biblical nationality. All right, they don't know some of these. They don't know that Edomites, Elamite, Moabites, you know, they don't know that. Hamites, they don't know who they are, man, and they need to know who they really are. Because this whole world is full of lies, man. It's full of shit. Everything you learn in school is full of shit. Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna get 1 Corinthians. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 1. It says, "Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. You know that you were Gentiles carried away into these damn idols, even as you were led." So there you go, you know. You're gonna find a few jakes in this country, man. But they don't know what? They don't know they're jakes. Because you know what? They were carried away by worshiping these other gods. Doing what Gentiles was doing. These heathens, customers. You know, in the book of Jeremiah, it tells us, man, not to follow the ways of what? Of the heathens. But you got jakes who don't know that. Who think that they're from these other countries, alright? Alright? And I get another precept right here. So you know the most high people is lost, man. Lost sheep of Israel, man, and they don't know where they are. They don't know who they are. Everybody's enjoying it, having a great time right now, but low key, they don't know what's around the corner. They don't know what's about to hit the Babylon, aka America. They don't know what's about to hit these other big countries. Yeah, I'm gonna get this precept right here real quick. This is the book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 8. "How about ye then, when you know God, you did serve unto them which nature are no gods?" So when you didn't know the Most High, what you were doing, you were serving these other gods which doesn't exist. You forget the true holy power or high power that who made you, and you went worshiping these other gods, worshiping trees, beasts, rocks, trees. I mean, it's like a man, Caesar Borgia, worshiping his image, thinking that's the real God of the Bible. But I mean, the true son of the Most High, but he wasn't. All right, he's nothing but a made God or a made son of the Most High. All right. Cause man, like, cause we've been slaves for so long, and we still are slaves to this society. And this is book of Ephesians 2 and 12. This is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 12. That at that time you were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. So there you go, alright? During this time, we don't know that we're Israelites. We're just strangers, man. But to the ones who are awake, we know who, we know we're the children of the Most High. But to these Gentiles who's mingled with the heathens, they don't know who they are, man. They're just strangers. They act like strangers. They act like the heathens. He is celebrating Christmas, Easter, all these pagan holidays, man. And they're not supposed to be doing that, man. You're supposed to be keeping it, the Sabbath, all these holy holidays, but you don't do that, man. You're doing other things. But you know what the Most High says, man? If you're doing these other holidays, guess what? The Most High is gonna destroy you, man. All right? we know, man, from the Holy Bible, we are scattered among these nations, man. All right, for going off, the Most High, what He did, what He chastened us by making us become strangers. All right, we saved our slavery for so long, man. 400 years. That's so long, man, and we still are doing it. You have our people in Hollywood, you know, musicians, actors, basketball players, but they're still slaves to the fucking system, man. Okay? But they don't know that they're slaves to the money, and that's what the rich white man is doing to us. But what, giving us money? We worship money nowadays, man. And a few of the people in this industry, they know the Hebrew Israelite, but they don't want to really like get into it because they don't want to leave everything behind. They don't want to leave that fame behind. So you know what that means, man. The Most High is going to destroy the 2/3 of Israel, man, and that 1/3 is going to be saved, man. All right, because Yahweh Hashem Yahshua ain't playing with these people, man. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of high power of the Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So you know, you see that our people are scattered around the four corners, man. You know, you hear Apostle Paul, whose books were reading to the Gentiles. All right, he wrote his book to the Gentiles. Okay, and the Gentiles are what? They were the other tribes of Israel that were scattered into these other nations. Okay, and when they were scattered, they didn't know they were Hebrew Israelite. Back then, the only tribes that knew who they were was the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and I believe Levi. They knew who they were, but these other tribes, they didn't know who they were, man. They were what? They were Gentiles, man. You hear the Pharisees that will call them Gentiles. Who do you want to deal with them? And we're back in this time right now, you know. All right, so now, why you got brothers preaching this gossip is to wake up who? The other tribes that were lost. Okay. So as you see over here, you got the I got the 12 tribe signs over here, which shows you who these people are, But you see, all these people are fucking zombies, man, all walking by it, and nobody's gonna try to question nothing, man. All right, because what, they all sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna get another verse right here. This is the first book of Peter, chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, to the strangers scattered through Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. So these people were scattered to those countries I just read, or those areas. Asia, which is around the corner from Australia. So you have Jakes in Asia, you have Jakes in Africa, you have Jakes in Europe, over here in Australia, but they don't know who they are. All right, they all think they're from these other countries, but they're not. They don't know who they are, man. And I'm gonna read on just to show you why they were scattered around these other countries. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 16. Verse verse 15. It says, and you shall know that I am Yahweh when I shall scatter them among the nations and disperse them in the countries. So there we go. This is why you have Apostle Paul writing these letters to who? To the Gentiles. And who were the Gentiles? They were the people of the Mosai. All right, but they were scattered among these other nations into the far countries. You know, I mean, around the four corners into these far countries, right? But they don't know who they really are, because they went and carried on the customs of the heathens, okay? And for them to really know who they are, it's because they're under the curses, man. Okay, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, I believe, 28, it tells you what kind of curses we be under. And these curses will never leave us alone, man, till the Most High gets here revenge for us, man. Revenge for everything we went through. You know, they're always gonna be on us, man. No matter what we do, no matter where we go, the curses are always gonna be upon us. Because we the most hated people on this planet, man. The blacks, the Latinos, and the native Indians. We the most hated people on this fucking planet, man. Everywhere you go, man. You know, all these things that happened to us, the slavery that happened to us. You know what happened to the natives when the Columbus went over there? What he do? Destroyed all of them. Took their land by force, you know. And then it happened to Latinos. Same shit that happened to them, man. It happened to the blacks. Save what? Save time. Under who? Under this white man. Example, when James Cook came over here, what he do? Took the land of Aboriginals, took it away, and now look them on the street, homelesses. Have no fucking rights, man, alright? Live in the fucking gutter where like all they do is what? Give them fucking alcohol, drugs and shit. You know, make them dumb. That's what the fucking he was good for. Alright? Came here with fucking lies and shit. And once you buy the lies, what happens to you? You become his fucking slave, man. Alright? But hey, by the time is at hand, man, when the Most High comes back, he's gonna revenge for us. The same shit we went through, the same shit these white men is gonna go under, man. Alright? These fucking Edomites, they're gonna go through the same shit. These other countries that did the same thing, same shit's gonna happen to them. The Africans, same shit they're gonna go through, man. Alright? Cause we save time under little nations, man. Alright? And these nations are back here now to their time. So they're gonna save the same time. The same shit we went through, the same shit they're gonna go through. Because the Most High, man, he don't forget, man. He don't forget for his people, man. He said he was gonna revenge for us, and for sure it's gonna happen. The Most High is not a man of he's a man of his word. He's not a liar, man. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So there you go, man. The Most High changed not. So everything that was written in His Bible is gonna happen, no matter what, and nothing's gonna stop it. If He says He's gonna revenge for us and put you people into slavery, it's gonna happen. The same thing we did, and we went through. The same thing that you guys are gonna go through. So it's around the corner right now, man. We're just waiting for that time to come, and we're gonna rejoice. Okay? Because all you do is look down on us. That's all you guys do. You know, we think we crazy and stupid, but we're not, man. Like, we're just under the curse, okay? You say we're savage, you know, but we're not. You guys are fucking savage. The things you did, the things you still do, that's a savage person would do, all right? all these fucking now, you know, in this country it's okay to do abortion. It's okay to be homosexual. That's against the Bible, man. The Most High is not down with that shit. So, you know, when that time comes, you know, if you under that, it's gonna happen to you, man. All right. You know, it's gonna be death, man. If you're part of this the 12 tribes of Israel, you don't go ahead and repent. When the Most High comes back, it's gonna be what? You're gonna be consumed, man. All right. But me saying that the Most High won't forget the 1/3 of Israel. Yeah, He's gonna save us, man, and we got faith in Him. We got faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, no matter what. And now you got all these people here watching me preaching this Bible thinking I'm crazy, right? But ain't nothing crazy about this. This is the truth, man. Now you got a popo riding around on bikes here patrolling this area.
So I can tell.
It's funny, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. It reads, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even to the other." So that's what I was saying. We've been scattered around the four corners, man. "And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou know, thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." All right. And then we shall serve these other gods. What gods we serving right now? Fucking, you got our people who are Christians right now, and Christianity is what is based on fucking on nothing really. When you go deep into the history of a Christianity, is underworld. It was made by a man. You know, Muslim Muhammad, he was a man, a fucking pedophile, man. Killed our fucking people, raped our fucking our women. But here you are worshiping him. This fucking Buddha, you worshiping a fucking stone and wood, man. Come on, man. But see, our people don't read the Bible to really know that these things what we're doing, it's really in the Bible. Like, it's, you know, example, saving woods and stones. It's in the Bible. I just read it right now, man. But we there. I mean, we're here doing it. It's written in the Bible. So how the fucking world in this world you can't believe that these things were written? How the fucking world you can't believe that the Bible is true? Talking about the Bible was written by a man. But hey, that man, King James, he had a spirit on him to write the Bible. Okay? Talking about he was gay. Ain't no way this man was a faggot. How you gonna write a Bible I mean, how is he gonna write a Bible if the Bible was condemning him? If anything, in that moment, he would have been the Bible, man. But he didn't. Because everything they say about him is what? Is full of shit. Alright? I'm gonna get another precept here. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 33. "And I will scatter you among the heathen, and we drew out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste." And then, you know, that happened, man. You know, that really happened. So how the fuck did we end up in the west coast of Africa? How we end up in these other countries? How we end up in America? You know, how the native, you know, they let get taken over. The Latinos, how they let get, they let get taken over. All right, because why? It was a curse, and the Most High say He would do it, and He did it. Because we were rebellious people, man. We didn't want to follow the Most High, so what He did is He slapped us, man. He beat our ass by putting His curse on us, man. It was a punishment, man. Like you don't know it, man. It was a punishment, and that's the punishment. That's the punishment we're serving right now, man. We're still serving it, but we got short time till that punishment is done, man. It's done with, and we're not. When this punishment is done, and guess what, man? We're gonna take over. All right? Because the next kingdom to come, guess who's gonna be ruling, man? Jacob. These 12 tribes of Israel are gonna be ruling, man.
Then we can go there.
Alright, I'm gonna get another precept in the book of Esdras. This is the second Esdras chapter 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So who's Esau? I mean, who's in power right now, man? Who rules this fucking earth? The white man. So his kingdom is gonna go down, and guess who's gonna rule next? Jacob. And who's Jacob? These 12 tribes of Israel right here, man. Because Jacob became the father of these 12 tribes, which were the 12 sons of Jacob. And we're gonna take over, we're gonna rule over. Alright? Once this kingdom goes down, we're gonna take over, man. That's what the scripture says. Okay? And then here in the book of Job, this is the book of Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He carveth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So that's a question, man. Who rules this earth? Who's in power right now? Isn't the one man in power right now? Are we down under him right now, under his feet? All right, so when that happens, man, he's going down. With the wicked who rules this earth, when he's brought down to his feet, we taking over, man. We're gonna take off the whole world, man. All right, all this shit that happened, man, it's just around the corner, man. When the Most High is gonna revenge for us. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For Yahweh we have mercy on Jacob, and that we yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave into the house of Jacob. He said, who those strangers, man? Huh? Who those strangers? And why is he saying he should have mercy on Jacob? Why doesn't it say you should have mercy on the whole world? Because when the Most High sends his son Yahushua, man, Yahushua is coming to save who? To save the 12 tribes of Israel, and then the main people is gonna be the elect, that 144. All right, and then the 1/3 of Israel is gonna be saved by who? Yahushua, who this world ignorant called Jesus. And second verse says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captive they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So when that time comes, we're gonna rule over you, man. We're gonna make you slaves, just as you had as slaves, man. So the same thing that happened to us, the same thing that's gonna happen to you people. So it's a karma. If you believe in the karma, well, karma is real, man. It's written in this Bible, okay? I'm gonna go down.